well, did you tell him? And then she was like,
No.
And I was like, all right, well,
There's your problem.
yeah, like, he's just gonna freaking read your mind or something.
You know what? He should have if he wanted to.
If he wanted to, he
would have. He would have read my mind. We kind of wanted to introduce a new segment. That way we're not talking about such deep stuff all the time.
Yeah, let's just chillax.
Mm-hmm.
Take off your bra. Take off your makeup. Let's just...
Have bad posture while you're sitting, too. Because we're going to be sitting however we want.
Yeah, who cares?
Wear something comfy. This is tea time.
Tea time with our tea.
Link. We're just talking about whatever comes to mind.
We're just
random
giving you
thoughts.
updates.
Yeah.
Like just updates, no script. This is raw content.
You'll easily tell how fast we get into tangents because this is how our normal conversations go.
This is what started it all.
I know.
Honestly.
Our pillow talks.
Yeah.
When I have sleepovers at Kristen's.
Yeah. But I don't like sleeping with her because she always punches me in the face when she's asleep.
I feel like I've gotten a lot better. I actually sleep like a dead person. I only hit people here and there.
Yeah. It's kind of scary, honestly.
I know, the juxtaposition.
Yeah. When we were younger, she used to bite me.
So we're going there.
Yeah. I always bring this up because her ass would literally run up to me, and we were like 3, 4? When did I leave the Philippines?
Girl, I don't know. I wasn't there.
You were there. That's why you bit me.
Oh, that's why you were there? At home?
Yeah.
I thought you were just there to be annoying.
Oh my gosh. The bullying. This is why I have so much knowledge, because I have so much trauma.
She gets it from me too.
Yeah.
So let me tell you the story. Let me redeem myself.
Mm-hmm.
This hoe over here kept playing with my toys.
That I probably gave you.
That your dad probably bought from New Zealand.
Yeah. Oh, we won't even get into that.
Why?
Because he
gave
away the toy. Okay, so family history. My parents were met in the Philippines. I was born in the Philippines. My parents, badasses, grinded their ass off, went to school, blah, blah, blah. But my mom had to leave to New Zealand with me before my dad did. Mm-hmm. Because she had to take like an exam or something for her license. She had to take an exam for her license or whatever. So it was just me and my mom in New Zealand. So my dad was left in the Philippines. And before we left in New Zealand, we were at the mall, and I told my dad, I was like, oh, I really want this kitchen set. Like, it's so fun. Like, it's really, like, what I want. And then my dad promised me, freaking liar, he promised me, oh, yeah, like, I'll bring it to you, like, when I come to New Zealand. And lo and behold, he shows up empty-handed.
Was it a princess tea set?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I remember that. I loved it.
The trauma.
I enjoyed it real well. Thank you very much. It was so good.
I started crying. I didn't even hug that fool. He came back, and I was like, where's my tea set? And he's like, oh, I forgot it.
He forgot it. I probably opened it before he took it home.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I did not like sharing. I don't know why. I was just not a sharer. I don't share to this day still. But that was my only reasoning. I didn't like sharing. And because I've never really met you before. So I was like...
So you just bite strangers?
Yeah, I did. I guess so.
Weird.
That was old me. I don't bite anymore. Okay, I am grown.
She's the weird kid. She's like the horse girl in the class, you know, that like eats
I was not that. I did not. You are making rumors. The only thing that was ever weird that I did was I just bit people.
You know what Jen said to me? My younger brother. He said that in elementary school his best friend was the horse girl. His best friend? Yeah, his best friend in elementary school.
What does that make him? The best friend of a horse girl?
A kind person.
Kind person. I had a thought because as you were saying that. Oh yeah, I just wanted to also mention how funny your dad was when he told on me.
What?
Because you know what he said? Because I remember when you came up to your mom crying because I bit you. Yeah. And then your dad was just laughing and he was like, well, at least she doesn't have rabies.
My dad doesn't know how to defend, like, family. I guess your family, too.
Yeah.
He just, like, eats that shit up.
That's kind of funny, though, that he said that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our tea. Because why do we have tea today?
Because we're freaking tea with Tita.
Yeah, but we're gonna try and like test out different types of teas, just to expand our palates.
We're gonna have a tea of the day during our tea time. So this tea that I have prepared for us in these cups is a spearmint tea.
Mm.
Yeah, and how would you describe this?
Well, when you brought it up, it smelled like toothpaste.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense because spearmint
gum,
stuff like that, spearmint flavoring. But it's liquid form now, so now you can consume it.
So, like, what are the benefits of this one?
Apparently, people have been saying, I don't know if the studies are valid, but this helps with hormonal acne. So if you have hormonal acne, start chugging some spearmint tea. Apparently, you have to drink a lot of it, but it helps a lot with it. And honestly, I got it because I was flaring up a lot.
I'm a matcha girl, so that's probably what I'll bring next. But I like how it has cute little messages on the side. What does yours say?
Bring me the sunset in a cup.
See, that one's cute.
Emily Dickinson.
Mine says, and is that Joe?
That's Jolita.
Jolita. It says, talking to plants is one way of talking directly to spirit, by Rosemary Gladstar. I don't know who that is.
Do you have plants at your house?
Nope.
Oh, you can talk to mine. I talked to Jolita.
I actually had a cactus, and somehow it died.
How do you
kill a cactus?
How does that happen?
I don't know.
You barely have to water her, girl.
I think it like fell.
Oh.
It must have fell, and then my mom threw it away. But yeah,
your mom would throw it away.
She would. It's not surprising. So what's like been on your mind lately? Empty mind. No thoughts, just vibes.
You know that freaking scene from SpongeBob where it shows like an X-ray vision of Patrick's brain, and it's just the monkey clapping the fucking
the symbol.
Are there symbols, and it's like that's how my brain is a lot of the time. I feel like it's either like racing thoughts of anxiety or like I'm freaking nothing.
It's like either extreme. I feel that.
I feel like I can never find. I mean, I feel like before that's how it was. I feel like now I am better at being more mindful about my inner demons. Like,
what, do you fight them in your head?
No, I don't fight them. I sip tea with them, hang out, talk to them.
Dang.
Ask them what's up. Like, why you messing with me right now? You know?
I fight my demons, or the demons fight me, and I lose every time.
Maybe you gotta be friends with them. That's why.
That's true. How do you become friends with your demons?
Go to therapy.
It's been so long.
Oh, let's talk about therapy.
Let's talk about therapy. You're the one that got me into it.
Yeah, because I forced you.
You did.
I literally had to beg her to go to therapy for how long? I don't know how many times I told you.
And I only went for one semester, but it changed my life. I think it really, therapy really is life-changing. It improved my life by a lot, and I feel like it improved the relationships that I have, and then had at the time as well. It's like, I feel like I don't know what urged me to, I do know, but I'm not gonna talk about it. That I just had like a force in my life where it's like, okay, I can't let, my anxiety and my depression ruin the relationships that I have in my life. I think I actually need to take a step for, not just for myself, but for the people around me.
Exactly.
And it actually helped. But honestly, do therapy for yourself first before you do it for other people, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I feel like that's the biggest person you have to think about, right, is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that therapy for sure had a really bad stigma behind it. I think that's why a lot of people were kind of hesitant when it came to therapy, because
especially people of color. I think
that therapy had that connotation, like oh, if you go to therapy, something's wrong with you, like you're freaking crazy, things like that. Like, bitch, we're all crazy. Like, I might as well.
There's always something going on.
Yeah, I might as well be able to learn how to navigate my life and stuff rather than be scared of what people think of me if I go to therapy. And obviously, therapy is very confidential, you know. No one needs to know you're going to therapy and stuff. And I think that it really helped because, I mean, obviously the pandemic was really, really heart-wrenching and like heartbreaking and all that. Did not have to happen, but I think it really pushed the importance of mental health in our society, and I think it's not as hard to talk about it because it's more normalized now.
Yeah.
That mental health is a real thing and it's something that's important. And I think a lot of science for sure backs up the importance of mind and actual body, you know? It's like you can't take care of your body if your brain is fucked up. Like, there's nothing. It's like an empty...
Head empty.
Yeah, it's like...
No thoughts.
The fucking monkey, you know? It's Patrick Star. Like, you can't do anything if you can't mentally navigate through life. And I feel like that's a lot of people nowadays, especially with how intense social media is and electronics and how fast-paced life is going and everything. I think it's really helpful to have that person that's very, like, not biased, you know? It's not friends, it's not family, because obviously anyone that you talk to, like your loved one, they're gonna have an opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and I feel like it's important to have that, like, neutral Switzerland, you know? Like, this random-ass person that has no idea who you are, no idea who your family is, things like that. Tell you their honest opinion about what you're thinking and feeling in your brain. And I think that...
And I also like the fact that they have helpful tips, too. Like, I learned a lot of things in therapy. One of my important ones that I, like, stuck to me to this day was box breathing.
Oh, me too, girl. Me too.
Yeah, it really helped me, especially when, like, my anxiety is super high. I'm just like, okay, this actually really helps me before interviews. I do box breathing before interviews, and it actually helps. And I was like, whoa, who knew that anxiety was just your heart beating really fast?
Exactly. You know, breathwork is super important. 4 counts in, hold. 4 counts out. 4 counts hold. 4 counts. And I think it's really, because there's a science behind all of it. You know, it stops your sympathetic nervous system from working so hard, and your parasympathetic.
Okay.
Yeah,
she knows science.
I know your body. I know your body. And yeah, so it makes your, like, fight or flight, like, fucking chill out. Have a sip of tea, sit down.
For real.
You gotta rest and digest, you know? And it's really important. I think it's important to know. I think for me it helps to know that there's science behind it, because then you know you're doing something that's, like, scientifically proven to actually help you.
And plus you don't feel as crazy because you're not the only one going through it.
It's like, it's facts.
Yeah.
You know? Things like that.
Facts, no printer. I also like, I don't know if your therapist ever told you this, but she said, be kinder to yourself. Because you are your worst enemy, I think.
For sure.
Especially your demons. But then your demons are also you, so.
It's so crazy to me, though, because, like, the one relationship you have in your life, the longest one that you're ever going to have in your life, is the one with yourself.
Period.
But it's also the one we neglect the most.
Wow.
We're in therapy right now.
I'm not, but I love it.
I know, I'm not either. We can afford therapy.
No, not right now.
It's cool.
That's really good. That's deep.
No, it's so true because, like, it's the one relationship that we're always going to have from birth to death. Like, you know, your boo thing ain't going to be there forever. Mom and dad aren't going to be there forever, you know?
You're always the person who has your back the most.
Exactly. You're there during your best times. You're there during your worst times. That's all you got. And I feel like it's important to really nurture that relationship, because if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, then of course you're going to be, like, running to things to numb that and, like, not deal with that. whether drinking, smoking, drugs, relationships, social media.
Oh,
That's one.
K-dramas.
You know, it could be anything.
Hyperfixating on like things that you wish your life could be. Is that too deep?
You okay, girl?
No. No. You know, that's why my sister always tells me every time, because she hears me watch K-dramas all the time, and out of the blue, I'll be like, when is it my turn to be happy?
You've been saying that.
I always say that, right? I've been saying it lately. And she keeps looking at me. She looks at me all the time. She's like, you know the reason why you keep liking all these, like, super corny, lovey-dovey K-dramas is because that's the thing you want the most in your life? Mm-hmm. She's not wrong. I mean, but it's so cute. Like, who doesn't want that?
Who doesn't want that?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's bad when you want that when you're in a relationship.
Yeah, that's true. It kind of speaks volumes.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like you have to, like we said, everything is like heightened and enhanced. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not always going to be this grand gesture and things like that. Like,
oh, that's true.
It's not always going to be like the movies, and we can't get mad at someone for not being fake. Mm-hmm. The fake movie that we watched, you know? Yeah. I feel like it's not bad to expect someone to do a nice gesture, like bring home flowers to you, mm-hmm. or send you a cute text and stuff. Things like that. There's always that moderation. Love languages, right?
I feel like I definitely still got what I needed. I think, in my relationship, I think it's just because I consumed so much of that media that it made me think that I was lacking. Mm-hmm. You know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I can see how that would happen and everything. I feel like with that kind of stuff, it's for sure the communication.
Yeah. That's where I messed up.
Yeah.
There just wasn't any.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
No. Let's just say there's a lot of assumption and not so much communication. Mm-hmm. And that's so bad because I think growing up, that was always a bad thing. Mm-hmm. The bad trait that I had.
You were so funny when it was happening, though. Huh. Because I remember, okay, sidetrack. You know how all girls you don't just get in a fight with your girlfriend, you get in a fight with all her friends. So everyone knows, and then you're telling me about what was happening. And then it was this huge rant, blah, 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 and like, oh, blah, blah, he didn't do this, whatever, or this and that. And then I was like, okay, well, did you tell him? And then she was like, no. And I was like, all right, well.
There's your problem.
Yeah, like, you're just gonna freaking read your mind or something?
You know what? He should have if he wanted to.
If he wanted to, he would.
He would have. He would have read my mind if he wanted to.
But I get communication is hard, like you said, right? Like growing up and everything, it was not a priority.
Because there was always everything was based on assumption. At least when things go bad, you always assume that the person's worse, and that's kind of just what I was taught. And we're unlearning. We're reading books, not going to therapy, but reading books and listening to podcasts. That's helpful. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna be better.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we can do, right?
Mm-hmm. Try our best.
It's just to grow and learn from whatever. Grow, learn, and unlearn, like bad traits, right? Mm-hmm.
It's a cycle.
And that's what all of this whole cycle thing is. You're in the relationship, you learn what you need to do, and then in the next relationship, you'll be that much better. Mm-hmm. Right?
Period.
See.
What was that? You're stupid. I know you wanted to talk about your friends or friendships.
Yeah, friendships. Because oh my gosh,
we got it.
Cut. Can we get a stage manager on here, please?
No stage manager here.
You want to just take my tea bag?
No.
Why? You don't want to teabag me?
No.
Yeah, I was thinking about this because my friends and I have been trying to schedule this trip, right? And there's a big group of us, and before, like a year ago, not everyone had set jobs and things like that, or didn't start school yet. So it was a lot easier to get everyone together because proximity.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then now, since we're older, a lot of us have moved back to our hometowns. A lot of us have started like big girl, big boy jobs or started school. And now it's just so much harder to see each
Coordinate.
other and coordinate and spend that time with each other that was just like this before. And it's just been really difficult, and I think that's been something that I think we've all been trying to learn and figure out, because obviously friendships are really important to all of us. And then I was just talking to Niko earlier. I don't think anyone wants to be that old person where their only social aspect is just their husband and then the kids. And if that is, it's like great, but I feel like it's always fun to like have that social like group and like be. And I think it's something that I've for sure been contemplating, because everyone is going in such different directions in their lives, and then I just have been wondering like, how do people do it? Like how do you
It takes a lot of coordination, and I think a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, I think people also just need to be in on it, like in their hearts, you know what I mean? I think if they don't put the effort in, then it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
So it takes 1, coordination, 2, effort, and honestly, big girl money.
That's true. That's why it's hard, because we're all freaking broke.
Well, we're like get there eventually,
Yeah.
right? But I think it's not bad that people, like your friend group, has moved back to their hometowns and you're all kind of separated. If anything, I feel like that could bring your relationship closer. Because for me, I don't know about you, but I'm a very low maintenance friend. So you can not talk to me for maybe 6 months and we'll have lunch and it'll feel like nothing happened. Like,
yeah.
I won't have anything against you. Actually, I do that to a lot of my friends. I think it would be even cooler if they were in different parts of the world, because that way you can have an excuse to go there later on.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's what my mom does, and it's so cool. And that's what I use, like, family as an excuse. Like, we have family in the Philippines. I could just be like, yeah, going to the Philippines.
Yeah, to visit family.
To visit family. Like we have family in New Zealand. I'm going to go to New Zealand. You know, I feel like it's a lot more fun in that way.
Yeah, I think perspective is like everything, right? In like life, it makes it really special when we do get to go together, you know? Because I think when you are in close proximity, you guys kind of take each other for granted in that sense. Like, oh, like they're right there, like I don't need to see them. Like I'll see them like when I can. But then when you know you like live apart from each other, and you have to make that extra effort and make this like scheduled time and put it in the calendar like 2 weeks from now, when you guys are with each other, it's like this genuine, like you're there 100% present with that person and everything. So I think it's very nice. Yeah. Very adult, growing and learning.
That's what our adult life's gonna be like in the future, dang.
Right? That's what I'm thinking, like, dang, how are you gonna do this, like, when people have families and stuff?
That's gonna be even harder.
Right? Like,
not me, though. I'm not gonna have kids. Y'all, good luck.
Yeah. I'm just like, dang, I guess, like, we can have, like, play dates and stuff.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
But then you're just tired. I don't know.
I mean, it's gonna be different, obviously, when you get there. But focus on the now. On the present. Cheers.
I finished my...
I was gonna say, is tea time over?
Tea time's
We're
over.
done. Yeah, I like this conversation. Thanks for joining us on Tea Time, guys.
Stay tuned for the next tea of the day. Is it gonna be chamomile or is it gonna be green tea? Who knows?
Matcha.
Matcha is not a tea.
Really?
No.